My name is Mualimm-ak. I am the director of the Incarcerated Nation Corporation, INC. I served 12 years in 2000 to 2012. And throughout that time, I've served over 5 years in solitary, sometime in Rikers, sometimes MCC, and majority of my time in New York State. It's a different lens living in a world of punishment. It's a different lens to navigate through incarceration, because people don't understand, if you're problematic in the city, in New York, or wherever you live at, in the community, and you need a therapeutic environment to function, you're going to be even more problematic inside of this microcosmic environment of incarceration. The problem in the state is that there was no comprehensive mental health rounds. I mean, I did time in Lakeview, upstate. I never seen nobody. Nobody came around. Even a person with bipolar disorder and schizophrenia sometimes needs constant talk therapy. Every time for an appointment, I had to prove that I needed that appointment. It felt more that I was proving it and validating why I was there than treatment. In the state, I've done years in solitary at a time. And the problem with that is that you keep getting reoccurring tickets, right? First, I went to solitary for reasons that were just ridiculous. Sharpened wooden objects, which were described as weapons, and hoarding, and unauthorized exchange. The sharpened wooden items are pencils. I'm an artist, so I do portraits. The hoarding was too many postage stamps. I had more postage stamps than I was allowed to have. I had too many t-shirts. For me, it was like locked in there with like 2 other people. I have 2 voices in my head. Everything seems personal. The wind under the door is talking to me, cursing at me. And you end up talking to yourself because, you just having a conversation out loud, you end up catching yourself. You're trying to talk to the person 2 cells down. You're going to repeat yourself, everything he says. Every little thing frustrates you, and you're being ignored. The officers come by, they feed you. They're not to have any eye contact. They're not to have any type of physical contact. And it's an odd, impersonal process. They put the tray on the slot. You step back. You grab the tray. You pick it up, and they move on. You try to have a conversation with them. They're ignoring you. You become upset. You yell at them. What do you don't hear me? I'm talking to you, and the person doesn't validate you. And when you suffer from extreme paranoia, when a person doesn't validate you, you instantly start thinking what that person is thinking. And you're thinking that, oh, this person is okay, they're looking at me, and you get angrier. And you get louder. It doesn't get no attention. You start banging, still doesn't get any attention. But every step that you go gets you even more angry. And you're like, this guy didn't even talk to me. He's probably, and you end up having this conversation with yourself. Human validation. Doesn't mean a lot, but it means a lot when one thing can have your thoughts spinning off and off. One of the major problems of the system is that we don't realize that even though we have people with mental illness, when you go to jail, it's just unrecognized.
The AVID Prison Project, Amplifying Voices of Inmates with Disabilities, is a collaboration between the Arizona Center for Disability Law Colorado, the Advocacy Center of Louisiana, Disability Rights New York, Protection and Advocacy for People with Disabilities of South Carolina, Disability Rights Texas, Disability Rights Washington, and the National Disability Rights Network. This video was produced by Rooted in Rights.